What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Bet with the Boys. A super exciting four-pick Sunday, December 10th, best bets in the NFL. We worked through the whole slate, picked out the gems, and I think we got four great ones.
Yeah, I'd love to get these videos back to what we used to do when we put out 3 or 4 picks a day. Really took a lot of time to go through this. So do us a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Trying to grow the channel. Um, Quick recap of yesterday. I didn't put it on here, but we did have a 2-unit play in the Army and Navy game, and that is why you buy points right there. The total was 28. And if you watch that bull crap on that last play where he stepped out of the back of the end zone just to run out the clock and the total went to 28, you got to push. But if you bet with us, we had under 28.5 because we've been around the block a couple times. And dodged the
Yeah,
bullet right there.
yeah, I bet that one 2 weeks ago, and I had to go double check yesterday that it was 28 and a half. I made sure to get the hook, so I'm glad I got that. But
Yep.
yeah. So I mean, 2-unit plays, we got to be accurate on them, and we were yesterday. So I love that.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear my phone blowing up right now. I'm in this group chat and they're letting it free fire right now. So it should be over in just a second, but hopefully you can't hear that. Anyways, the day before on Friday night, I haven't got to cover that yet. On a video, we had the Nuggets and the Rockets going under 221.5. They chose to dribble it out at the end and it finished at 220.5. So yeah, we barely got by that one, but now on a 3-0 run because the 2-unit play yesterday counts as two. Let's get into it.
So 1 o'clock game, guys. Go ahead and make sure to get this in immediately. But we got the Jags and Browns going over 37.5, minus 110 odds. Supposed to be a little rainy. Ton of money on the under in this game. Pretty low total, but I think NFL Sunday, Vegas is on point with their line making. Like we mentioned, I mean, we won those unders by half a point. This is one of those that's probably pretty accurate, but I think it's going to go up. The started at 36.5, went up to 37.5. I still like it.
Yeah, I do too. 17 sharp moves are on the over. Like he said, almost 90% of the money is on the under. Here's the thing. So later on today, actually it might be a 1 o'clock game, sooner than later, but the Jets and the Texans are playing, and I think the total in that game is 33.5. If they really thought this was going to be a low-scoring game, guys, I promise you this total would be down there, even like the game we saw on Thursday night with the Patriots and the Steelers. The fact that it's up to 37.5, about in a normal range for NFL, it's still a little bit on the low side. But you got two backup quarterbacks in what's his name for the Browns? Dorian Thompson-Robinson or something?
Yeah, DTR. And then you got CJ Beathard, CJ Beathard, Iowa legend. Used to play for the 49ers, probably last time you saw him before last week when he came in for Trevor Lawrence. But
Yeah, we need some Jake Browning numbers from this guy today, which he's not that bad. He was at San Francisco for a bit in his career. He's experienced. I like this game to go over. They got playmakers all over the field. It's just getting the ball in their hands, and I think they can definitely do that. Everybody knows the weather's supposed to be bad, but when they duck, we're gonna hurt them. So.
yeah, I mean, when they got two good defenses, Vegas is not going to let this go under. Two good defenses with two backup quarterbacks, they're not going to let you take that free money.
My hurdle game ain't very, very strong, by the way. So, just kidding. All right, so pick number 2. We're going to pick number 4, actually, just because it's in time order. So there's a 1 o'clock game as well.
Yeah. Taking the Jets plus 3.5 against the Texans, minus 115 on Hard Rock. I think it's somewhere in the 130-something range. So that's why it's important to have multiple books on DraftKings. I mean, it's in the 130-something range. But, yeah, you would never think to take the Jets. Zach Wilson, that whole controversy about, like, is he going to, suit up again for the Jets? He didn't want to, apparently. And then, other people are saying he never said that. Whatever. The Texans have been going crazy. C.J. Stroud's having an insane rookie year. You would think Texans just wipe him out, but too much money, and the Jets, I think, can get this done. Great defense.
If we didn't have as much experience as we do, we would be all over the Texans. probably when we started this channel back for fun in like 2020 or whatever, we
Yeah.
would have been all over the Texans just the way CJ Stroud's playing. But digging into this, all the money being on the Texans, 12 sharp moves on the Jets plus 3.5. You can barely find a plus 3.5 out there. We got lucky finding it at Hard Rock. And then Zach Wilson, they're trying to get his trade value up. We all know he's not going to be the quarterback next year. They might just open the playbook and let this dude put up a masterclass today. So it's a sneaky pick, them at home. They dropped their last couple of games, but trust Vegas on the line on this one. I think a lot of people might get burnt, and we're going to hurt them again.
Yeah, I agree. This is like a novice pick would just be obviously Texans minus 3.5. That's a gift. No, it's not.
So back to pick number 2, but this is actually pick number 3. I'll let you take it.
Yeah, so this is a 4:30 game, probably game of the week if it wasn't for that great Sunday night game. You got the Bills +2 versus the Chiefs minus 110 on DraftKings. I would also be okay with just taking the Bills on the money line, but just in case some weird stuff happens and the Bills they might lose on a last-second field goal that beats them by 1 or something. But I do like the Bills tonight against the Chiefs. The Chiefs receivers have been a storyline all year. They are 8-4, and all the things that have been said about the Bills and the Chiefs, like how different they are. The Bills win this game; they're 1 game back of the Chiefs. Not saying it matters a whole lot. It's not like they're going for the number 1 seed, but 2 teams kind of go in opposite directions. The Chiefs have lost several of their last few, or a few of their last several. Lost to the Packers, lost to who was Broncos. So they're not the same old.
They lost to the Broncos?
The Chiefs did, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that, actually.
Yeah.
Must have forgot. I probably didn't know it, but forgot. But I think the Bills are just a much better team. They are coming off this bye week. Like you said, the receiving corps of the Chiefs is just struggling. Kelsey doesn't look 100%. And also, Isaiah Pacheco's out. The Bills have looked better rushing the ball. And if you are going to attack that Chiefs defense, I know they're playing great ball, but it is going to be through the run game. And Josh Allen has been fantastic over the last month. I'm going to back the Bills here with their backs against the wall. And the Chiefs, with that incredible record they got going at home, the line almost tells you everything you need to know, it being at minus 1.5 here. We got lucky and found a 2 at DraftKings. Hopefully that stays up for a while. Because a lot of money is coming in on the Chiefs on the money line. But this line almost tells you everything you need to know here. Barely being favored at home. If they were on a neutral site, the Bills would actually be favored. So,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, and then for the Sunday night football game, guys, 3rd week in a row betting against the Eagles. It's not fun because it's a scary pick, and it's never over until the clock hits triple zeros. But we love saying Vegas knows something. And we're taking the Cowboys -3 versus the Eagles. -2.5 is just way too expensive. It's -150. And most lines are -3.5 anyways. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if this game wasn't particularly close.
Yeah. So like you said, he's been betting on the Eagles. This is now the 3rd week. We are 2-0 against the Eagles. They've been getting by the skin of their teeth against the Bills, having to hit that 59-yard field goal in the rain. They've been finding a way to win. That Cowboys game, it was way closer than you guys think if you just look at the score, because they were 6 inches short on a 4th down and goal from the 1, and then Dak Prescott stepped out of bounds on a 2-point conversion. I think the Cowboys really outplayed them, and the Eagles just escaped. This one is in Dallas, and like you said, the 3 is perfectly fine to take it. That's what we took, but I think this could be not particularly close. This could be a 2-score game in my opinion.
Yeah, and not to mention the final Hail Mary where CeeDee Lamb got tackled on like the 2-yard line. He threw it short of the end zone. 3 times getting stopped in the 5-yard line. Like you said, I think the Cowboys outplayed them. They're going to be playing this game with a chip on their shoulder for sure. So that's why I love to back them, especially at home where their record's been great. If you don't mind the juice, go ahead and take the -2.5, about -150. But we're taking the 3. I know there is push potential. And we even talked about last night how we took the 28.5 in the Army and Navy game. And that's why you do it. Here, it's just not valuable enough. So we're going with the -3.
I agree. And Dak, has been cooking this year, especially as of late. They've been averaging 42 points a game since the last time they lost to the Eagles, like about a month ago. So I think over the last 4 games, they're averaging 42 points a game. They're getting points from their defense. I think they have the defensive edge, which is kind of crazy. Everybody thinks the Eagles have a great defense. They really do not, especially in the secondary, where Dak has been just absolutely threading the needle, playing the best ball of his career, in my opinion. I think he has a real strong case for maybe being the MVP this year. And
Yep.
this will tie them up in the division. It could make things really interesting. So,
Yep. Guys, make sure you're hitting that like and subscribe button and put a lot of work into these picks. Additional leans I do want to talk about real quick. I'm not going to pick it or have any money on this game, but so close to going with Seattle, buying the plus 14.5. The spread's 14 right now. I've seen too many boosts out there for the 49ers to win by 13 plus, and I have trust issues with that. So but that being said, we also don't want to bet against the 49ers because it seems like they're the one team the books just can't get right, that they keep overperforming. So great job by Jake talking me out of that. And then another lean I had was in basketball, college basketball. Colorado is 1 point dogs against number 15 ranked Miami on a neutral site today. If Miami's all that in a bag of chips, they should be more than 1 point favorites. It's kind of fishy to me, leaning Colorado, but I'm going to stick to football today. If that line happens to flip Colorado -1.5, -1 before the game, then that might persuade me to take it, but I need to see that line movement.
yeah, keep an eye on that. That game does come on at 2. So just check your phones at 1:50, right before tip off and see if it's flipped. Because if it flips, like you said, I feel like that's a guarantee. But
Yep. One more thing, we need to get this video out for you guys, but these are not parlays. These are straight picks. It's how you're going to make money in the long term. And let's get this video out.
yeah, I think we're going to go 4-0, guys. Have a great day. It's a kind of rainy where we're at. So sit back, relax, watch some football, and win some money.
Go Titans, baby. Get that draft pick.
Go Cowboys. All right.
All right.
See you.
See y'all.